might have a couple more. But you got where you was at still? Let's jump back into that.
And it says, but I will leave a few men of them from the sword, from the famine, and from the pestilence.
That they may, go ahead, continue, bro.
That they may declare all their abominations among the heathen, wherein they come, and they shall know that I am the Lord.
Will you read that again?
But I will leave a few men of them from the sword.
We'll leave a few men of them from the sword, man. A righteous few against a wicked majority. They'll be doing the work and teaching the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua in the end time. Go ahead, bro.
From the famine, from the pestilence.
From the famine, which we're going through a famine again. We're about to go through great famine. It's baby right now. Some people, they don't eat for a couple days. Like I was saying earlier, man, I've never seen this many homeless people in Colorado Springs in my life. I've never seen this many. There's a bum camp just like a stone's throw from where I live, man. And it never used to be there. 12 ran them off last night. Go ahead, bro.
That they may declare all their abominations among the heathen.
That they would declare their abominations among the heathen. That those righteous few would be declaring the ignorance and the ridiculousness of the children of Israel to them again. Which this is just the Book of Acts all over, man. We just live in the Book of Acts all over. You got the men of the Lord out here preaching and teaching to these idiots and sighing and crying to the Most High to get the hell up out of here, man. Please, Lord, come back and kill these 2/3 niggas. Please, Lord.
Amen. That not all of Israel is of Israel.
Right. Go ahead.
And they shall know that I am the Lord.
And they shall know that He's the Lord, man. So when you see all these things happening in the earth now, the dollar failing as we spoke on, tensions growing between the U.S. and the other nations of the earth. This was all foretold, man. This was all foretold right here in the scriptures, man. Right here in the scriptures. But you with your PhDs and we're not educated enough to teach this or speak on this. Y'all some idiots, man. If you don't see that the Most High is coming back to destroy this place, it's just because you don't have no biblical understanding.
And at the end of the day, man, you can say this, that, and the next thing, but I don't see any of you making videos in contradiction to the truth that hold any kind of weight against what we bring to the table, man. All right, the relics, the history, the doctrines. All right, this is the undefeated, truth champion of the world, man. Right. Heavyweight champion of the world, man.
Let's go, champ. You know what I'm saying?
Like the brother said, man.
Let's go, champ.
The Lord been shooting out here 100% the whole time, man.
Oh, yeah, 100-0.
Okay, so there is no
a million and oh.
Right, there is no coming against this, man.
Right.
All right, everything that you so-sayers or you non-sayers, man, say.
And your pseudoscience don't have no chance.
Right. Your history is a lie.
Right.
And you being exposed, man.
Right.
All right. So at the end of the day, you can take that degree and shove it up your ass, man. Because guess what?
And that
America's
PhD,
falling, and it's not going to relate for you to have a wealthy life, man. You wasted your life in school,
right?
And putting yourself in debt to live this American debted life.
And you learned nothing.
And all you did was create debt for yourself and your children, gain a little bit of pocket wealth, which is fake, and open up 15 bank accounts and have 5 credit cards, which your government tells you is good for your economy.
I mean, the more as people drop by, man, I just realized this place is just defeated, man. It's over.
It's over, man.
Even the lowrider dudes don't look happy no more. He drove by early when you went off, and even he looked like, damn, what am I even doing this for? Ain't nobody here. I'm stuck for what?
Yeah, that's why you about to get mass death, man.
Right, niggas gonna die.
All right, and you're about to see mass suicide because at the end of the day, these same men that walk around like they're the toughest motherfuckers on the block, man, when these things really start popping off and they see death in the streets like shit on the ground. Hey, man, it's gonna turn hard men into straight, punanis, man, pussies, man. Okay? And it says, Son of Man, this is verse 18, Ezekiel chapter 12, Son of Man, eat thy bread with quaking, and drink thy water with trembling, with carefulness. All right? Basically saying, man, hey, man, we eating our meals, we live in our everyday life right now, but in the back of our mind, all right, hey, the Lord is coming, the Lord is coming.
Right.
The Lord is coming, the Lord is coming.
Right.
Okay? Verse 19, and say unto the people of the land, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, of the inhabitants of Israel, of Jerusalem, and of the land of Israel, Yasharallah, they shall eat their bread with carefulness, and drink their water with astonishment, that her land may be desolate from all that is within, because of the violence of them that dwell therein.
And this place is gonna turn straight sick, man. All right, as hard as it is to hear, you're gonna have parents making that hard decision to eat Baby Ruth, man. All right, not the candy bar either. You know, you're gonna have parents making that hard decision to eat the family dog, man. You people gonna starve on the level that you ain't never experienced before. You gonna deal with pestilence on the level that you ain't never experienced before. Some of you people taking that. They just said Monday, when the week started, that there was 6,000 people, almost 6,000 people, and there may be more at this point, that because the whole week's been gone by now, that have taken that are fully vaccinated, so to speak, and still catching this virus. All right.
They're talking about that people are going to need a third shot.
They're going to need a third. They're going to need a third installment. They're even speaking about the so-called microchip, right? It's June. The microchip that is supposed to be implanted into people so that it can realize you got COVID at a faster pace. It can read your blood. Man, that's a straight up RFID chip.
Esau will say
man.
anything to put that chip in you, man.
Right. Esau gonna say anything in the world to put.
Esau will tell you you can see your dad, granny again if you take the chip, man.
Just take the chip, baby.
Just take the shit, man. Take it.
And you know what? People are hip to it, man. Even some of these Edomites walk around knowing that that's the mark of the beast. They don't even be wanting no part of it. A lot of these so-called Christians, they agree with that.
And that's I will set the Egyptian versus the Egyptian, man.
Which you having that happen right now.
It's a heavy spirit, man.
Because you got Edomites, the kingdom is so divided.
You got the elites of Esau who run the dummies of Esau, which is the masses, through their vibrations and this, that, and the next thing, versus the everyday arms bearing Edomite, man. All right, the X-22 watching Edomites, man. All right, the Dabu 7 Edomites, man, the ones that are hip to the knowledge that their elites are an utter
it's
opposition of not only Jacob but of also their own people, man.
Will you grab Mark 3 real quick? I think it's like Mark 3:13 or something. Let me see. The kingdom is divided. I know it's in Luke too, but I think it's on chapter 12. How can we stand? Satan can sin. Come on, Salaki. Try to get this preset. Like, let me see.
That's right, bro. You go ahead and find that, and I'm gonna continue this.
Yeah, go ahead and keep reading that out. Yeah, you was reading Ezekiel.
Salakia, this is Ezekiel 12 and 9, or and 19. And say unto them, the people of the land, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the inhabitants of Jerusalem and of the land of Israel, they shall eat their bread with carefulness and drink their water with astonishment, that her land be desolate from all that were within, because of the violence of them that dwell therein, and the cities that are the inhabitants shall be laid waste, and they shall be desolate. And ye shall know that I am the Lord, man. Okay? Because hey, man, in these major cities, man, you're gonna have what the in the hip Edomites call is shift, man. When shit hits the fan.
Right.
All right. When you're gonna see grocery stores being raided and coveted for food, man, and even protected and blockaded, man.
Which to say, there's only enough food for 3 days in every city, man.
Yeah, they call it the what is it called? The delivery system in America, the Ready Now delivery system or something like that, or the 1 day out delivery system. Hey man, in every single major Walmart, King Soopers, Safeway, Albertsons, wherever you go to get your groceries, all right, Food Max, this, that, and the next thing.
Where they take an overall ideal of how many people live in the area.
And they only have enough stock that will last
for
the
3
store,
days, for about 3 days.
Not the community, to feed the community of the daily intake of customers for a few days, man, which only will feed about a quarter of its population in that community, man.
That's right.
All
That's
right,
right.
so you're gonna have people fighting over cans of beans and diapers and wipes and baby and formula,
chili, anything
and
you can imagine.
everything, man.
Yeah.
All right, so these stores are gonna be, death traps, man.
Correct.
All right, and not only your grocery stores, people are gonna hit these survivalist stores, man.
Oh, yeah.
Your Bass Pro Shops where they got weapons, armor,
Ammunition,
man. It's gonna be, basically, man. If you've seen Bushwick or you've seen I Am Legend on a mass level, man.
which Esau hates that movie, Bushwick, man.
Okay.
They don't like seeing that one come out. I think they banned it in America or something like that.
But hey, man, it's a beautiful thing because that means we're one step closer to the truth. So these things on the precipice of happening, man, you have to, as I said in my video yesterday, man, put on the whole armor of the Lord, pull your pants up, girt your battle belt, man, about your paps with a golden girdle, and face this, man.
Okay.
All right, because hey, this is a blood in, blood out thing. All right, the only way out is through the Lord.
Right.
So if you don't return, Sharab, all right, hey, man, death's you, man, because the Lord's bringing it on a mass level.
And as in Sharab, man, like, hey, man, the righteous man falls 7 times. You just can't quit. All right. Once you put your hand to the plow, it's a lifetime. Of work you got to be willing to put forth.
You gotta sacrifice to put yourself in a position to be able to teach, man. All right, because you got brothers out here that deal with a million times 10 in the world. All right, hey man, you gotta find a way to balance yourself, man. All right, and if you don't have that balance in one way or the other, hey man, you will tilt one way or the other.
Right.
All right, you'll either be too righteous and burn yourself out, or you'll fall to the world, man. So you have to find that perfect balance where you're getting your daily bread and still doing your whole duty as a man according to the scriptures, according to the doctrine.
Right. Which is not always an easy thing to do. You gotta fight. You gotta fight for that. You gotta contend for that. Thus said the scriptures that you gotta contend to be a part of this truth. You gotta contend. You gotta fight for it. But was that it on that, bro?
No, brother.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna read to 23.
You mind if I just grab this real quick? It's just a preset. And just because the brother mentioned something that I just want to jump back to about how the kingdom is divided, man. All right, this is Mark 3:23, and he called unto him and said unto them in parables, them being the disciples. This is Yahushua speaking to the disciples. How can Satan cast out Satan? And if the kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. All right, if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. Right?
And the end is nigh, man.
No man can enter a strong man's house to spoil his goods, except he be first bound, except he will first bound the strong man, and then he will spoil his house. Verily I say unto you, all sins shall be forgiven unto the sons of men. Okay, unto the sons of all sins shall be forgiven unto the sons of men. All right, the other nations, the heathens. Right? Not that they're going to be forgiven. When he says that all sins are going to be forgiven, he's speaking to the disciples. All right? Because we're not the sons of men. As hard as that is to believe. Me and this brother standing here, and the like-minded brothers like us, that share our bloodline, we're the princes of power, man. We don't share no bloodline with the sons of men. Okay? And the blasphemies wherein so over, they shall blaspheme. All right, basically just getting at the point that this kingdom is so divided. These Edomites are all so torn and don't have any direction and don't agree on anything. Some of them want to be communists. Some of them want to be
basehead versus the lawyers.
Right.
The Republican versus
the Democrat.
The liberals versus the non-liberals.
The extremists versus the pacifists. Right. You Edomites are completely divided, man. All right, some of you want to support the all the weirdos.
You can't have children. You want to support the ABCD, EFGL, BAQ community. You want to do this, that, and the next thing, and you have basically discordance among every decision you make. You have disagreements in every conversation you have about anything that's going to change the power structure, about anything that's going to take place in America, man. And it's evident that it's like that.
Oh, it's absolutely evident.
When you go to the grocery store, you are out in public, man. Hey, man, people aren't passing by each other, waving and smiling and high-fiving, all right, like they were in the 1990s, all right, going to the beach and shit. like we watch a Disney Channel when we get home. Hey man, people are passing it by each other mean mugging, are hoping that someone doesn't pull a gun out in the store, man.
Right.
All right, and that's the times we're coming into, all right, because the Most High has been spiritually preparing you, all right, through his puppet Esau, all right, because Esau, you are a puppet, man. You are being used as an adversary, as a whooping stick for Israel, man, for our disobedience, man.
Right.
Okay, so the Lord is going to use these Edomites to basically eradicate a lot of you jet, man.
And but you know, that being said, let me grab this last little piece right here. This is just the last verse on that I'm gonna hit. It's 29 and 30. Just speaking on you damn heathens. Says you got low battery, brother. It's all good. But he that shall blaspheme against the Holy Ghost hath never forgiveness, but is in danger of eternal damnation. So that's all. That goes for all you damn heathens, man. All right, none of you will ever be able to clean your spirit, man.
And let me get a preset, man, backing off that.
All right,
as to why.
I'm gonna just finish 30 and then you can do that. This is Mark 3 and 30, and this is it, and then we'll give the brother the stage. Because they said he hath an unclean spirit. Straight up. You can't get no forgiveness because you're not of the righteous seed, man.
And you are the border of wickedness, man. Wherever you go, wickedness follows, man. You can go ahead and break this down, brother.
All right.
This is John, all right, chapter 15 and 16. It says, "Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that ye go forth, and you go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain, and that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he will give it unto you." All right, I'm gonna jump down one scripture.
Hold up, go back to the top so I can break that down real quick.
Go ahead. John 15 and 16. "Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you."
So you'll get a lot of Christians, man, and be like, "Oh, I'm a newborn Christian. I just found God. God chose me to do this and do that and do this and do that." That's not how that works, man. All right, you don't get to choose. You don't get to go Salakia, or you be like, "I choose God over this or that or whatever or this or that." You don't get to choose Yahweh, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai chooses you. All right, he puts the Spirit in you, ordains you to preach and teach his word, and gives you the gift of understanding and wisdom.
Makes you a messenger, man, and an ambassador.
All the way back to the beginning. Makes you a watchman. All right? You don't get to... This is something that can't be taught. You know, you could mimic, you can do this, that, or whatever, but this is something that can't be taught. All right? You have to be... He's scared as hell. Keep it moving, Esau.
Going 2 miles per hour down the street.
Right. What you doing, man?
Breaking your
This is something that you can't be, you have to be part of this bloodline, and the Most High has to choose you. All right? You have to first and foremost be an Israelite, and then you have to be part of the elect, or hopeful elect, so to speak. It's not how it works, because there's some of us that are doing this work that may do the work all the way to the end and then have to perish to get into the kingdom. All right? There's no I just choose the Lord.
Hey man, it's a bittersweet ride. It's sweet when you first learn that you're the apple of the Lord's eye, and then you got to understand that you got to go through the bitter to taste the sweet, man.
Right? You got to be tried in that furnace,
man.
You got to endure and be tried in that furnace as gold is tried, and you got to get all that dross comes up to the top when you heat that molten gold and you scrape the dross off, man, and the product at the end is a cleaner, more beautiful product, man. You know, that pure gold, man. It takes,
brother, a part of the body.
It's a difficult process to go through. You know, you got more on that, bro? Go ahead.
And ordained you that you should go bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain.
That you would go out, teach this word, bring forth fruit, Salakia, as in more brothers teach it, spreading it, having more brothers hear it, whether it's through the internet or it's in person. You constantly, continuously spreading that word, herding sheep, essentially, bringing more into the flock. That's the whole thing.
Being an Israelite, man, out in the world, hey, man, you gonna eat this? No, it has pork in it. Why? I'm an Israelite, man. You are too. Don't eat that, man.
Right. And then niggas be like, whatever, nigga. I've heard it. If I can't get it to heaven because I like bacon sandwiches, then I just ain't going. All right. That's the dumbest reason not to go.
Hey, man,
but
you can to each his own stumbling block.
Right. Khan. Go ahead.
Whatsoever ye ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. These things I command ye, that love one another. These things I command you,
right,
that ye love one another, man.
Con. The Most High commands that we love one another, and what is showing love, man? Reproofing niggas when they wrong, right? But like we didn't slap the lady around. She came up and said some things that were incorrect. We just corrected. That's showing love, man. Or to correct it, or to, like the brother mentioned just before, telling the nigga like, man, I'm not eating that because I'm an Israelite and so are you. Hey, if that nigga disrespect you, or you know, if it's a woman and she don't heed to what you're saying,
not accepted, to dust the feet off of your feet, man.
And you wash the blood off of your hands.
Wash the blood and
you're trying to wash the blood off of your hands. That Ezekiel 35.
Con. Then let me grab this last precept for you when we were going on into this, and it says, and the word of the Lord came unto me. This is Ezekiel 12:21. Unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel? Yasharallah is saying that the days are prolonged and every vision faileth. All right, and that's talking about you, Jakes, man. All right, talking about America. If you know, if the Lord loved me, I wouldn't still be in America getting this, that done, and the next thing done to me, man. All right, and you know, speaking on the Lord ain't never coming back. The vision has failed, right? Continuing on, 23. Tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Yasharallah, but say unto them, the days are not at hand, and the effect of every vision. For there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. For I am the Lord, and I will speak, and the words that I shall speak shall come to pass. And it shall be no more prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word, and will perform it.
Who's that rebellious house, man? These Jakeses don't want to listen.
And he said, not only will he have his word said, which is being said by who? All right, the Lord's ambassadors who have the voice of Yahweh on the earth today, which we can get in, which is what my lesson is going to get into, which is the Spirit. I didn't even plan this. This is how I go. O rebellious house, I will say the word, and I shall perform it, saith the Lord Yahweh. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come. And he prophesied of the times that are far off, going back to, like the brother said, Habakkuk 2, 1 through 3. Hey, man, that's what we're out here to do, man. Be that watchman. Tell you, hey, return unto the Heavenly Father while you're in the days of the youth, while the evil days come not.
And as you say that, brother, let me just finish this out real quick. I went back to that Habakkuk. And the reason we say that is why? Because Esau, the spirit that's in Esau, man, is the devil. All right, that's the spirit of so-called. That's the spiritual Satan, man. The spirit that runs in these Edomites is opposed to everything that is Yahweh. Okay, so I'm gonna just read Habakkuk, and I'm gonna read about 4 to 6, and then we'll pick up your lesson, and we'll switch it up. This is Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Okay, ye also, because he has transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Right? Esau's always traveling around, he got bases everywhere, spread all thin like Rome was, who enlarges his desire as hell is as death, and cannot be satisfied. As you see, they're not satisfied. They out here just looking for reasons to murder Jake, allegedly.
Straight up insatiable, man. He has a thirst for blood, power, wealth, raping, killing that cannot be quenched, man. It's within him to do so. Like the parable of the frog and the scorpion, man. The frog giving the scorpion a ride across the river, all right, and the scorpion stings him and kills them both, basically. And the frog asks why. The scorpion says, man, it is of my nature. All right, it is in you Edomites, all right, you so-called white men today, all right, who weren't called white until the 1800s, or the 1600s, Salakia, when you put that label upon yourself to make yourself be everything good and goodly, okay? You have it in your nature to be a violent, bloody, wicked, disgusting, volatile man, and you do everything opposite of what the Lord inquires of men to act like, man.
And because thou hast desired blood, man, blood will desire thee. But has gathered unto him all nations and heaped unto him all peoples, which he has done. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, a taunting proverb against him? You can't run from these judgments, Esau. All right? And say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
Yep.
And how long? And to him that laden himself with thick clay. And you owe a absolute blood debt to the Most High.
And it will
Esau,
be paid in full.
you owe a blood debt to the Most High. You will pay. You will pay.
In full.
Your pride and your ignorance, none of that will save you, man. You will not be safe. You will not be spared. Esau, Edom, you will pay. Okay? What did you have, brother? You want me to let me switch up for you real quick?
Oh, yeah, well, I'll be quick, man. We'll pause it up.
Okay, go ahead.
Start.
That's fine.
Again.
We don't